What's good, y'all, man? I ain't post a video on the grip, and I'm die sick. I don't know if I'm actually sick or if I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but you know what I'm saying? To let y'all know, as an accomplishment, I am 5 days sober from the vape. I'm 6 weeks sober fully. I stopped smoking, and that's probably why I'm feeling sick right now. But we got a mess in the chair. We got some long hair, very, very long, hard to tame if you don't know what you're doing. But you know what I'm saying? I was blessed to have and learn the skill set to maintain and tame the hair. So what I'm doing, first thing is you can dry cut, but I'm not dry cutting this to cut it into this hairstyle. But I'm going to wet all the hair. I'm going to section. I'm going to use a triangle shape section to section off the top from the sides. Now, I could have used a little bit more hair from the sides for the top, but at the end of the cut, it worked out. My bad, y'all. But it worked out in the end to everything. Right here, what we're doing is we're combing that section of hair, you know what I'm saying, away from, you know what I'm saying, his taper area. And then we're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, place our comb under the hair, pull all that hair straight out into a section. Well, for our first section, and with this car right here is a blunt cut, and we're just gonna blunt cut it, and then we're going to take another section, comb it down, go right up under it again, and just follow that first section that we use for the blunt cut. And then the reason why we're doing this is so all that hair, when we coming back, we're going forward, it just blends right into the taper. Now, at the end of it, I'm not the best at the shear work, but I got the job done. He was happy with it, how it looked at the end. And this just allows me to, you know what I'm saying, have a better visualization of, you know what I'm saying, what my taper is going to look like once I put that in there. Same exact technique that I use for the other side. I'm gonna attack the what is this? His left side the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of being careless, if that's a good word to put it, careless a little bit while I'm doing this, especially until I get the back, because I am gonna taper the back off anyways. So I'm not really like being as careful as I would be if I was like probably doing another hairstyle. I don't know what the hairstyle would be, but I'm just not being as careful. Everything's still even and everything, but I don't know, the way I was kind of cutting it and how I'm feeling is I was feeling a little careless when I was doing it. All right, now that we got the first step of the shear work taken care of, what we're gonna do is a clipper over comb technique. and we're just going to take out all that bulk in the back of his head. We're gonna make sure everything is laying down in place, and then we're just gonna take it out with a 5/0 blade and take all that hair out and prepare ourselves for our taper steps. Now, if you're new, if you're a beginner, you know what I'm saying, you can follow the same steps that I use, but I'm using blades to taper it off, and I eventually go to my clipper to kind of, you know what I'm saying, do detail work. But I do blade fade, and I do also use the clipper. So you know what I'm saying, just follow the techniques, and I'll let you know what blades or what steps I'm doing. Also, with long haircuts like this, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, tight coils or straight hair, you just want to make sure that you clean off your client, you know what I'm saying, regularly. So, you know what I'm saying, the client still feels comfortable in the chair. Comfortability is one of the biggest things in the chair to get them to come back. So the first thing I'm starting off to do with this taper, once I got them cleaned off, is I go in with my 5/0 blade instead of my ball guideline, and now I'm using the one blade to set in, which is basically equivalent to the lever open on my clipper. And then I'm gonna go up with a 1.5. I'm gonna use, my 1.5 right here. Go up another 1/2 inch. I'm gonna use my 2 blade, and then I'm gonna go to my clipper, and you're gonna see me detail with the clipper comb with the 2 blade on with my detachable. And then you're gonna see me go to my clipper with the 0.5 guard on, taking out the middle guideline, and then eventually taking out the bottom ball guideline. And those is the same steps I use for both sides on the taper area for his left and right side. But use the same steps that I'm using for the back for the sides as well. Also forgot to mention that I'm using my thinning shears also, as you can already see, but I just had to pop this in there real quick that you can use thinning shears. And then this is where I'm talking about going back with my clipper, using that 0.5 guard to take the middle guideline out between the 1 blade and the 1.5, taking out the middle guideline, and then taking the guard off with the lever closed, taking out the bottom guideline, playing with the lever and making sure that that taper in the back looks super blurry. Now my camera had cut off, and before I could, you know what I'm saying, show the lineup process, but I had turned the camera back on and started retracing over the line, thinking, you know what I'm saying, that was going to change something. But, you know what I'm saying, the footage was never recovered. The footage was never even recorded. But I line up both sides, and I haven't lined up the back yet. But now I'm getting ready to do my shear work. I'm re-wetting the hair because it started drying a little bit. Make sure if the hair starts to dry that you just re-wet the hair. But I'm going to set myself a middle section with the hair. I'm going to comb the right side over to the right. Then I'm going to comb the left side over to the left, and I should leave myself with the middle section. I'm going to bring the hair all the way up. This is called a 90-degree cut. And I'm going to make sure everything is even. I'm going to cut his bangs to a certain length, and then I'm going to cut the back as well. And then cut the overhang over the back lineup, which I'm going to use a 2-guard clip over comb to do that. And you know what I'm saying? Here I go, bringing up that hair, making sure I'm bringing up small sections so I stay organized and everything. This is how you should do it. YouTube, I know this was a lazy video, bro, but I just had to get something out. After I'm done putting that styling powder in his hair, man, this is how the haircut came out. If y'all like the video, like it up, hit that red button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000. I would post to more consistently. I'm out.